people are really freaking out and people are starting to panic a bit. If I go out like this, then people are definitely gonna think I have something. Hello zusammen, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all having a good day so far. I'm gonna talk about something that I never actually thought I would talk about on my channel, but now that it is in Germany, you can't really escape talking about it or thinking about it or hearing about it. So I wanted to share it with you guys and just tell you what the situation is like here right now that, yeah, coronavirus is in Germany. I feel like when it first started, people here were not obviously as freaked out because it seemed like a very removed issue, like it was just affecting, you know, the Asian countries and parts of North America. But ever since it really started to spread in Italy, and now there are 20 confirmed cases in Germany as of this week and as of this morning, people are really freaking out and people are starting to panic a bit. So this past weekend, I believe the panic really started to set in when a couple in Bavaria got infected, and then the people that they were with also got the infection. And because it's also carnival season, or it was last weekend, people are starting to freak out because obviously during carnival there's huge groups of people and disease and viruses can spread very easily in that type of environment. So people are very much hyper aware here. And yeah, it's starting to get a little bit crazy because the grocery stores are also starting to sell out on things. I've been watching videos online of people going to, you know, your everyday grocery store across Germany, and things are completely barren on the shelf. So, you know, basic things like toilet paper and pastas and oatmeal.
Du siehst, dass alle in Panikkäufe verfallen. Keine mehr da. Komm Sonja, schnell die letzte. Das war's dann.
Virus gibt's hier gar nichts mehr, oder was? Alter, was ist hier los? Alter, was ist hier los? Alter, krasser Scheiß.
That's all gone. And it's not that big of a panic yet in Berlin, but it's starting to get there because I order my groceries online typically, and I was gonna order it yesterday, and everything that I typically get, like the basic necessities, were sold out. And if they weren't sold out, I was not able to place an order until next week, which gives me an indication that people are really just stocking up on things and they are preparing in an event that, you know, there's a quarantine that needs to happen or the virus spreads a lot more. So yeah, it is a very confusing time. I try not to get like too freaked out about it, and I try to remind myself that probably the media is really hyping up this whole situation and making it appear a lot worse than it actually is. I'm very much aware of that, but you can't help but get a little bit freaked out when everyone around you is also freaking out and everybody is just on high alert. Yeah, I'm very much aware anytime I'm outside and people are coughing and sneezing, and I try to keep my distance. And I know that especially for younger people, the chances of getting sick and for it to be deadly are very slim. But I think it is, of course, very important to stay very aware in these situations. I did buy these masks actually last year when I was in Seattle. I went into Daiso, which is a Japanese dollar store, and I bought these because I was doing a long haul flight. It was like over 14 hours and I didn't want to get sick. But yeah, no one here is wearing masks or anything like that. And I think even if you did want to wear a mask, it's probably really hard to find. But I got a pack of 20 if anybody needs one. Now, to be honest, I don't even think I have the right type of mask. I think this one probably wouldn't protect me from much beside a very common cold, or from me being able to pass a very common cold to somebody else. So I've also heard these don't really help even if you have the really good ones. But yeah, if I had to wear this every day, I don't care. But I think some people get embarrassed to wear these around here. It's very common in Asia, obviously, and even in Toronto, people do wear these quite a bit as well. Yeah, I don't know, guys. if I go out like this, then people are definitely gonna think I have something. So I don't want to freak people out. But yeah, let me know if you need a mask, even though I don't think these are the right ones. But I just have a pack of 20. The panic is very much in Germany. People are freaking out. Even at work, for instance, people are very much afraid as well. For instance, if anybody is sick in the office, all of the managers are really advising them to stay home for the whole week until you get completely better. Even if you just mention, you know, I have a little body pain or you have a cough or a sneeze, people just don't want you around. They're really advising you to just go home and take it easy and to use disinfectant. There's always like some sort of disinfectant gel everywhere. So yeah, that is very much on people's mind right now. Even at my boyfriend's work, they advise them not to shake hands with their colleagues or not to have meetings with 15 people or more in the room. So yeah, even though it's not a very serious thing yet, it's not spread and the numbers are not completely out of control. I mean, so far it's only affected about 20 people the last time I heard. People are just very much afraid of this, obviously. So yeah, that's the situation that's happening right now, and I'm sure there's panic all over the world. I'm very curious to hear what's going on where you live right now. Please let me know in the comments, because I think it's important to have these conversations just because the media really does freak you out, and the more you hear about it, the more paranoid you can get. But if we can talk about it and maybe hear different perspectives, that would be really helpful. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on it. And I've read all of the World Health Organization documentation on this and the precautions and the statistics. So if you are curious, I'll leave that down below. But I know, again, that the chances of getting sick, especially if you are not elderly or a young child, are very slim, and the chances of recovering are quite high as well. So yeah, I don't mean to freak any of you guys out. I just wanted to tell you what the situation is like. And of course, be careful when you're out there. Have your vitamin C, wash your hands. If you're coughing and sneezing, please cough into your elbow here. I see so many people cough directly and sneeze directly into their hands.
That's nasty.
And it's so disgusting, because just imagine when you are commuting and the amount of things that you have to touch that maybe other people who are sick have touched. Just please cough into your elbows. People don't do that enough here. I definitely noticed that. Maybe I'm just used to it because I'm from Toronto and we dealt with like the SARS epidemic that happened there. And so I've always just gotten into the habit of sneezing or coughing into my arm here. But people here just don't seem to do that much. But I hope that they do now, because that can really help things out, because we don't want your nasty, grimy hands touching everything that we need to touch, like tram doors and handles and everything. Ugh. But yeah, let me know what the situation is like in your town or your city, wherever you're at. I would love to hear from you, and I will be back next week with regular videos about working and living in Germany. So make sure to subscribe, because I do post every single week. And if you want to see more from me, I will leave my links down below to all of my socials and all the other information that you can find down below. And that's gonna be it, you guys. I hope that you have an awesome day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and be aware. But also don't freak out, because that's not gonna help anybody. I'll talk to you next week. Cheers.